You're now listening to the Cerberus Gridiron Podcast. And now your hosts, Christian and Kris, powered by Cerberus Fantasy Sports.
But let's go. Welcome to the Cerberus Gridiron Podcast. I am your host, Christian _CFS, and this is episode 26 in the building. And we got our co-host over here, Mr. K Camp.
What up, my good people? Shalom to my good people and shalom to my bad people. May you learn to become good, because we need good people in this world. Please be peace unto you. Peace.
Yep. Peace be unto you. Man, we got a great podcast for y'all today. We got a great one. We're going to give you some little topics real quick. So we already know we're going to do the normal. For anybody that is new, listen to the podcast. We always go into CGP news, which is us giving updates on what injuries or any news period that actually happened up in the NFL. So we're going to give you the news, then we're going to go to another segment, the weekly MVPs this week. And then we will go into the major topic. Are we going to stay or fade in 2024? So we got a list of a couple QBs, couple running backs, and a couple tight ends and wide receivers to see, are you going to stay with them or are you going to fade them? So we'll see what we're going to end up doing. Then whenever we mean by fade them, we mean based off their draft position, because some of these players, their draft position is about to skyrocket. So we're going to give some analysis on which round is probably best on actually drafting some of these guys for the 2024 season. Yes, we're in the CGP news right now. Man, it's nothing but bad news right now, to be honest with you. I started off, man, I'm sad to hear about Tank Dell. He had a good season going on for him. Like, this dude was starting to blossom and everything. It sucks that he that injury ended up happening to him. I really want to see what they're going to end up doing to his injury. Because, like whenever they say some people that end up breaking their fibula, they end up sticking like a rod in there sometimes. But lately, some, depending on the severity of it, they don't stick the rod in there and they just let it heal up naturally. And it makes me wonder if he doesn't have to do the rod, how quickly can he get back to his old self? Because there has been history out there when people actually had the rod put into their leg that they wasn't the same as before. So that's one thing that I'm really interested in, and hopefully that Tank Dell gets a speedy recovery.
Please be praying for that Tank Dell, man. He was shining as a rookie. Yeah,
yes,
I'm with you. I was even thinking who should you go with going forward, Tank Dell or Puka Nacua? And I was going to lean Tank Dell because Puka had Matthew Stafford, who was older, but I'll do about that because that question's already been answered for me. So,
nah, dog.
Speaking of,
I think there's another guy but we'll bring him up in the later half of this show.
Speaking of Puka, he left today with a rib injury. So him hurt. I think Amari Cooper had a concussion.
Yeah, also Derek Carr. Derek Carr had that concussion too as well.
It's a concussion, back, shoulder. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you see the hit? Like Bruce Sutherland.
Yeah, I saw the hit.
All drive them. Yeah. So I was like, when I saw it, yep, Pickett.
Finish that.
Oh no, I was just gonna say like whenever I saw the hit, I was like, yeah, that dude's concussed.
He's concussed. Not good.
No.
And Kenny Pickett's having surgery tomorrow on his ankle. He's out 2 to 4 weeks.
Yeah.
Who else we got? Your boy, Ramondre.
Yep.
Ankle injury.
Mm-hmm. I was hoping DeAndre Swift ain't have nothing happen to him because I was like,
ooh, I did see that hit. Ooh, yeah. But he came back in. Did he come back in? I'm not even sure.
Yeah, he came back in, but
okay.
But y'all was getting slaughtered, so man, it ain't make a difference, man.
Nope. So, Brian Robinson, he left with a hamstring injury.
Yes, and that I ain't gonna lie, man. These those hammies late in the season.
Yikes!
Those are the ones that you don't want.
Mm-mm.
And bro, did you know Brian Robinson is actually the number 7 running back right now
in the league? No,
yeah,
for real?
Yeah, bro. In PPR leagues,
I had no idea that means must be a big gap between CMC and everybody else. Like,
we'll go over that up in the.
Has he even done anything?
He's done some things. He's done some things, but it's. He's done some things, but it's. Yeah, well, he plays for the Commanders, so anybody that plays for them, like, really ain't. Shoot, you can have like a guy. Yeah, you can have a guy over there that's doing like prime example. Their QB Sam Howell. I bet you didn't know that he was the according to this site, he is ranked number 5 up in fantasy points.
See, I can believe that. You know why?
Because
he's had some shootouts, so I can believe that for him.
Okay.
But not Brian Robinson. I can't. I'm shocked at that. Not that I can't believe. I'm just shocked. Who's got Brian Robinson? I thought it was Cerberus Gridiron. No, he got traded to.
No, you remember he traded him for like 2 seconds or something like that. Gordon won.
Yeah.
Oh shoot.
Oh, it was him. I thought it was so Dreadnoks got him. No, you
did.
He
does.
Let me see.
Anything? Any other news that you can think of?
Shoot, we can injuries. I thought I saw Marquise Brown. Marquise Brown, Tyler Higbee. I'm just going through offensive players. If I see anybody else big name, nope. I think that's it.
Hey, if you want to talk about the elephant up in the room, we can talk about that too.
What's up?
About that David Tepper, man. And
hey,
man.
Now I got a lot to say about that. We might. You said it's gonna be a short episode, but I got a lot to say about that. And I think we're mostly in agreement with most of the things that I want to say. So go ahead, and I'll just sprinkle in any type of sprinkles on.
No, it makes me wonder like what he really wants to do with his actual organization, like a team that I actually root for. Like when you had a head coach that was 6-6 an interim basis, and he's the most winning head coach that you have, but you pick all these other scrubs. Yeah, Wilkes.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's the only guy that's actually has an actual even record, not a losing season at all.
And they were playing tough.
They was playing tough today.
Tough. Well, yeah, but I'm saying they was playing tough at last year at the end of the season when he took over. You know what I'm saying? And they could have made the playoffs.
Yep.
So you let him go. I know I just completely cut you off because I don't think he was finished talking, but you open that door. Go ahead, let you finish.
Nah,
let him
I ain't
go,
trying to
right?
I ain't trying to stay up on that topic long. That's why I just said like it's just
we can
save that for the summertime.
Say it for summertime, but let's just say he's doing a terrible job. And if I'm a head coach I'm an OC or somebody who wants to be a head coach, I do not want to coach for his team. That's just me. This is my opinion. Well, they're saying dominoes, all money ain't good money. So,
hey man, I ain't gonna lie, man. Even if not, I'm not gonna lie. I'm just gonna say this real quick, and then we can move on.
Go ahead.
If I'm a head coach, I might take that job, dog. And you want to know why?
Okay.
You want to know why? You want to know why? Because you want to know something? I'm going to be at least guaranteed whatever my contract's going to be. Everything's going to be guaranteed. So even if I get fired, I'm good.
See, okay. So when I say all money is not good money, fair point. You'll get paid. But now, is that going to stain you if you want to be a future head coach, right? Is that going to stain you going forward? You'll be like, okay, so you in 2 years with the 17, 34 games, you go, 10 and 24, and then now you want to go for another head coaching job somewhere else, and they see your record, bro, you 10 and 24. That's not a very good record.
You want to know something? I still got that money coming in, but I know it's going to take a little bit just to get back up. I could take a dag on OC job.
He's going to be paying 3 coaches next year. He's going to be paying 3 coaches next year. Mm-hmm. So you're going to go back. I mean, everybody else, they get a second chance. So you're going to go back and then go back forward. I mean,
what's the difference? People be double dipping up in the real world.
They do. I'm with you. Yeah. Excuse me. You right about that?
But let's go and get into it. We're going to talk about the weekly MVP candidates. And this is, as of right now, we're not including the games tomorrow on Monday night versus the Bengals and the Jaguars. We're not including those right now. But since we are talking about those weekly MVPs, I'm just going to kick it off with the guy that's about to get 2K, bro. As long as knocking on wood or anything like that, nothing happens to tag on Tyreek, the dude is getting it, and I hope he gets it before week 17, because then at least he can say he got it with 16 games. We talked about that. Yeah. So,
and I think that Mike McDaniel is actively trying to get him, because I feel, or unless it's Tua, because I just I'm like. I have Waddle in another league. I'm just like, dang, did he even throw the ball to Waddle? Like, bro, you just feed Tyreek. I know he the cheater. I know he that dude. And I might not be saying this if I had Tyreek versus Waddle, but I'm just like, bro, you have other people on the team. Like Tyreek has like 10 targets, and then Waddle might have 5, and everybody else have less than 5. I'm like, geez, man. Throw the ball to somebody else. But they beat up on bad teams, which again they did today. They beat them on a bad team. Literally every W they've had, it was against under 500 teams. But I think he's going to get the 2,000 there, and I think the coach is actively trying to get him the 2,000.
Yeah. So we kind of jumped out of range, but it don't make a difference, man. If it's a daggone weekly MVP, we're gonna just talk about the most relevant one.
We'll give him his props. He's gonna get it.
But then the QB MVP, I bet you don't know who this one is. I'm just gonna take a guess.
It's gonna probably be Brock Purdy. Probably just kind of scanning the stats. I'm gonna go with Brock Purdy.
You are wrong, sir. It is actually Geno Smith.
I said I'd be forgetting about that. I'd be forgetting about that. About Thursday night game. Geno did have a big night.
But it's only by like a 0.5. It was only 0.5 points that actually separated them. So it's not like it was like
a big gap.
Yeah, it wasn't like a huge gap, but yep. Geno Smith is this week's MVP.
For quarterback. Now you said Tyreek was the one. So Tyreek was the one for wide receivers? Tyreek was? Over Debo? I thought Debo. You look at Debo's number. Debo had 3 touchdowns.
My bad. I'm sorry. We did y'all wrong. We was false advertising. Tyreek was not the week 1.
We don't do that here.
Tyreek was not the MVP of this week.
Who was?
We actually got it was DK Metcalf.
Oh, again, he had 3 touchdowns. But he might have had more receptions or something. DK 6 for 134, 3 touchdowns. Debo, I guess so.
He had 4. He had 4 receptions. Those 4 receptions did it. And this is all based on a PPR format, everybody. Just everybody that's listening to the pod. This is based on PPR format. Not know that half point PPR.
Yeah, we do full points.
Yeah, we do full.
So you're saying it was DK, Debo, then Tyreek, essentially. You know what you're saying?
Yep.
Okay.
And for the tight end who was coming on by storm.
We already know who that is. No question.
Who?
Sam LaPorta. Got to be. Sammy. Sammy set a record today, right?
Yep, it is Mr. Sam LaPorta. It is Sam LaPorta. You got that? I wish I had a bell that I can go like ding, 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 ding,
ding, ding, ding.
Yeah, it is Mr. Sam LaPorta. And I am loving every bit of that because.
Oh, that's right. You made a trade 2 weeks ago, something like that, for him. What did you trade to get him? Michael Mayer in a first in this draft.
Like an early first. Pretty much 1.06. And then Michael Mayer.
Oh, that's right. It was Luce's MVP first. I mean, it was a fair trade. I can't get mad at the trade. But yeah, I still don't understand why he did that. He shoot himself. I guess he's high on. I don't know why he did that. Because
I think he just won the first, to be honest with you. A one that's up in the top 6. Even though that person who we're discussing, he always says he doesn't. Yeah, he had a later one. But we already know how this person is. I think he has a guy who he really wants, but he knows he wasn't going to be able to get him where he's located. So part. And you already know, like, I love my rookies. So,
but him making that trade, let's say for example, did it cost him a W this week? I didn't even look.
Oh, probably did. Yeah, it was 30-something points, like 31 points.
He's down by Joker's Wild by 7 currently. And he has one left to play. He has Joe Mixon, and the other guy has Trevor Lawrence. And he does have one guy in play right now, and it is, I can tell you, he has Pacheco.
Oh, trust me, I know who it is because
I'm looking. I didn't know. I'm looking. And so the tight end, did he play? Gave him 0. So yeah,
he definitely.
I'm ready to talk some smack. But go ahead. Sorry. Got off a little bit. Running back MVP. Go ahead.
Yeah. Alvin Kamara.
AK in a losing effort. Where he at? Shout out to AK.
AK with the so we had Geno at the QB position, then we had Alvin Kamara at the running backs. At the wide receiver, we had DK Metcalf, and at tight end, we had Mr. Sam LaPorta. And we are happy for those MVPs for this week.
We are happy for that. Congratulations.
Hopefully you got some of those guys up on your team that's going to help you up in fantasy.
I don't have any of them on my team, and I've taken L's all across the board this week. This week has been a tumultuous week. I've been full of L's. We're gonna put this behind. We're gonna burn the tape. We're gonna burn this week, and we're gonna move on to next week because, whoa, yeah,
that's pretty much all you can do. Throw that thing up in the barrel. Just light it on fire.
Thank God, right? Thank God it was not the playoffs. Hopefully this is my last week of losing. Let's go on this stretch run. We got it out of our system. So we got it. We good. Let's go to 4-game winning streak, 5-game winning streak. Let's go.
Oh, well, that ain't going to happen.
No more. Let's go.
But first of all, we really like to thank everybody for listening to the Cerberus Gridiron Podcast. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to send this to a friend of the friend. And also, we are happy for the daggone hashtag replay squad. Just people that are actually watching this back later on, just trying to get more information, just enjoying the actual pod and everything. We greatly appreciate you. And also, do not forget to give us those 5-star ratings up on either Apple Podcast, Spotify. 5 stars is greatly appreciated. And then also, don't forget, Cerberus Fantasy Sports on YouTube will be showing this live on every Friday at 11:55 Eastern Standard Time. So just go and get out there, watch the live, go and see like who we actually are, faces, Go and leave us some comments up in the bottom, some communication. Let's go and get into it. Let's set a little debate, especially upon this upcoming topic whenever we have stay or fade in 2024. So let's go on and get into it. In this stay or fade in 2024, we are pretty much breaking down and saying, do you think you should stay? You should actually keep this person, or should you fade them in the 2024 season? We have some good candidates, I think, personally. And if there are some other people that you want to talk about up in the comments, just go and let us know. Let's go and get down up in those comments and let's go and let us know like who you think we should stay or fade. The list of stay or fade. Off gate, I'm definitely starting with the QBs. All right, Mr. CJ Stroud, are you gonna stay,
Okay.
or are you gonna fade up in 2024?
In 2024, I'm staying with CJ. I'm staying.
Okay.
Stay
All right,
CJ.
so we're gonna stay with CJ because you see what he's doing right now as a rook. But which round would you be comfortable if we was doing a redraft league right now? Which round would you be comfortable in taking CJ based off his numbers and everything and like what he's been producing next year in 2024?
With the 24 rookies or with the 2023 rookies? I guess I'm not following.
No, like
2024
in the league. So like you're starting over again. You're doing a redraft league.
Is it okay?
You're trying to figure out where would you select him in 2024.
So I don't know which round I will select him, but I do know I will probably move him to probably QB, definitely QB top 12. He's definitely he's definitely QB1. So right, we're not gonna put him
Top
up there
10?
with Josh Allen, Jalen Hurts. Lamar.
Top 10?
He's fringe. I don't like putting rookies up there because I need to see a lot more. He's looking better than Trevor Lawrence, if you want to say that. Looking better than him. But I don't know. Is this just a fluke year? I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna say QB1 anywhere from 11 to 12. I'm not gonna give him top 10 yet. I just need to see more before I get somebody top 10.
Okay.
A quarterback. He's a rookie.
So if I'm thinking about redraft or somebody that's doing like a startup up in Dynasty, and this is just for a single quarterback league. I'm not going to even talk about PPR. I mean, Superflex.
Superflex, he would go higher, but yeah.
Superflex, I'm probably taking him. No lie, probably up in the back half. Probably up in the back half. Well, no, he might actually go up in the. Nah, I'll take him up in the back half, like the back half of the first round. If we are talking about Superflex, probably about like 110 to like 112 range is where I would take him up in the Superflex. Okay. But if I am talking about taking CJ in a dynasty startup, and it's just a single quarterback lead, I think I would draft him. I would move him probably up to like the 7th round because normally 7th round you try to do like the Matthew Staffords, and then sometimes you could get some of those other QBs like who else is always up in the 7th round? There are some other QBs I can't think of right now, but I would take him around the 7th round. But even if you do not know when he's going to be drafted in, don't forget to go on Underdog. Where this is like a platform where you can actually do best ball drafts, and then you actually see where he would actually be drafted next year. So that's one good website just to help you out to see his potential next year.
Yeah, I was trying to find and see if I can, because I was trying to help you out a second. Our rankings, there we go. I was trying to just look real quick, and I don't know if this is before. I don't know. I just want period sport. Everyone let me
currently,
take it off.
Currently right now he's QB number 4, so it's like
really. So
like with him being QB number 4, that's why I was like, he's kind of. So it makes me wonder, like, is he in that? Is he in that Justin Fields? Yeah, is he in that Justin Fields role
He just don't give you the rushing. He doesn't give you the rushing though. So that's why Justin was his upside because he gave you the rushing, and CJ don't give you the rushing, and so how do you go him in the top 5? Is he throwing like he's gonna throw like that all the time? Like I just don't know. I'm not.
So as of right now, his stats are he has 265 completions on 418 attempts, with his percentage being 63.4%. For 3,540 passing yards, 20 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, a QBR rating for 101.17. So 101.7. So not bad at all.
But today he threw for 274 and 1 touchdown. Like I know he wasn't top 5. I know he wasn't top 5 this week. I mean, was he even top 10? Man, Pacheco got bent over again. Pacheco was steady getting bent over. Paul. So I'm not. For me, he's not being that high for me. I'm just not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. There's no even like I said this week he wasn't that high. So, but I will stay with him.
Yeah.
Sorry, I will stay with him.
No, you good. Next one. So Brock Purdy, like, what are your thoughts up on him for 2024? He's more of like that. You already know what you're gonna get from him.
But in that system with Kyle and those weapons, I'm gonna stay.
So you think he's like one of those later rounds up in like the teens where you can get him up in the late rounds who has a high floor ceiling? Yeah, I agree with that.
You taking him but before or after CJ?
Oh, I'm taking CJ first.
Okay, are you taking Brock Purdy before or after Trevor Lawrence?
In that system, I'll probably go with Brock.
Okay.
Because they need to get Trevor some more help. He needs a true number 1.
Yeah.
He ain't got that.
He does. He does not have that. Kyren really is not that.
So what about Jordan Love? What are your thoughts on Jordan Love? Are you going to stay or fade Jordan Love in 2024?
I'm fading Jordan Love in 2024. I like his progression that he's shown this year, and I like that he has an offensive head coach. I like all of that, but I'm going to fade Jordan Love. Let's say if I need to get a wide receiver or a running back. So yeah, he's a good QB too. He's a good QB too. But I'm fading Jordan Love.
So he'll be a great QB2 up in Superflex. So any people out there that are doing like Superflex leagues, he's a good contender. And also Brock Purdy is probably good too as well. For like a QB2. So those were for the QBs. We had CJ Stroud as a stay. We had Brock Purdy as a stay. And then we had Jordan Love as a fade for stay or fade in 2024. And these are just guys that we just thought about, and we decided just to talk about them. If you had any other QBs that you think we should stay or fade in 2024, go and leave them down there up in the comments, and let's go and get talking about them, because the best communication is to communicate so we can help each other out and just have a nice conversation. For the running backs, we are going to go with, starting off, let's go in and get with it, Mr. Brian Robinson Jr. Are you going to stay in or fade him in 2024? Bring him up because right now he is number 7th.
They say 5. I guess it was after this week. I don't know. I'm looking at. I don't know if this is probably not counting this week. So coming into this week, it looked like he was ranked 5. And my first thought would be, I'm fading him. But him being ranked 5, it's just, I don't know. It's just too many unknowns for Washington. Like, who's the head coach? Who's going to be the GM? They can get all new everybody. I don't know what's going on there. I don't like it. If you can get him I guess he's a great, it's showing him as RB1, but he's a great RB2. I wouldn't get him as an RB1. I still will fade Brian Robinson Jr. if it's me. That's just my opinion. You're asking me right now, this is before I looked at his rank, I'm fading Brian Robinson Jr.
Okay. Well, he's a fade for me. Just.
But the numbers, jeez.
Yeah.
But
them numbers, but.
I mean, he's got a 30-point week, a 21-point week, some duds. He got a 28-point week. How are you 5? That means, just looking at this, if he's 5, that means I guess the running position has been down this year outside of CMC. It's just, as a collective, just been down this year. Nobody's been killing, so maybe that's why. He's 5 by. He's only averaging 14.64 points a game. How are you 5?
Hey man, he's 5, dog.
Well, 5.
Technically he's 7 right now. So
7 because he had a down game. Today. But go ahead.
Yeah.
Obviously.
But I'm not gonna lie. The reason why I'm gonna fade him is not because of technically it is what he's doing right now. But me, just my philosophy is I need that consistency. Like me, I'm the type of owner or like GM, like I need that consistency. Like if I'm going to have you as my RB2, I need to know that you're going to at least get me between 15 to like 17 points. And that's what I expect for my RB2s. And my philosophy, and like when I build my team, is I want them to be, for sure, they can get me 15 to 17 on a consistent basis. And with Brian Robinson in that Washington Commander offense, we do not, just like what you said before, we don't know what's going to happen next year. But best luck to anybody that actually has him in their leagues, because I'm pretty sure you are happy right now because he is helping you. Well, hopefully you're actually starting him and everything because he is number 7. So, but
and see. To your point, then we can move on. Christian McCaffrey's number 1. He's averaging 26.28, and Brian Robinson is 5. Was 5 coming in. Was averaging 14.64. That is a 12-point gap, and so that tells me right there that the running back position after Christian McCaffrey is a drop off. It's like the running back position is like the tight end position with Travis Kelce. You got Travis Kelce number 1, obviously, and then it kind of drops off.
Hold on. Pump your brakes. Pump your brakes.
That is a 12. That's a 12-point difference for only 4 points.
Pump your brakes. So technically, you're dropping down to. So right now, I did some numbers and some calculations real quick. So currently, if we're just going off of points per game, like right now, with the guys that actually are playing, yes, we already know CMC is number 1, but at number 2, and this is just games played. This is not including like players missing games or anything like that. But the games that have been played by Devon Achane, he has 21.4 points a game. Then you have Kyren Williams, who also has 21.2 points a game. And then Alvin Kamara with his 20.9. So you're not including their games that they actually missed. So technically, it's a big gap because of Brian Robinson is only averaging 13.5 points a game, and that's because he's played the actual full season. These other guys haven't played the full season, and they're still averaging 20-something points. Technically, if you want to go off points and him averaging points, he's technically RB20. So that's another reason right there why I'm fading him off gate, because all these other guys have more potential, even though they might not be doing it right now. But in future-wise, I'm looking at, and that's why I brought up like the next person. It was a nice segue. I'm glad you did it. Kyren Williams. He's the other guy that's up in our running back area. Are we gonna fade him, or are we gonna stay?
I'm staying with Kyren Williams because I like Sean McVay's run scheme, and he's just 1 year in, so he's just his second year in. I'm staying with Kyren Williams.
Yep. Same here. I'm staying with him, but I really think it's going to be interesting because I want to see how people are going to draft him next year. And I think it's like what I said before on like previous episodes with Kyren Williams. I think he's going to be drafted like Nick Chubb. It's not going to be high, like up in like the top 3-4 picks, but I can see him being drafted in like 1.10 to like the back half of the first round. And this is for people up in redraft or like doing startup leagues, because we already know what he's producing out there as of right now. Whenever he's healthy, producing like an RB1, so you're gonna get him as RB1.
Right.
The next person, I had to bring him on the list because I don't know what in the world happened to this guy. But Najee Harris in 2024, are we going to stay? Are we going to fade this dude?
We are fading Najee Harris.
I want to know, do you think they would actually trade him next year?
Possibly. With TJ Warren coming up, possibly. They get like a second round pick for him. Why wouldn't you trade him? Throw it away, Jordan Love.
I can think they can get a third for him.
You gonna get a third?
I don't know about a second.
Him. He's I think he's pretty old too. Where is he at? He's over 25, right?
He's only 25.
16 carries today. He's 25.
He'll be 26 by the time the league starts. So technically, if they're doing the math and where he hits the wall at, he could have probably already hit it already.
Could have. And with TJ Warren coming up, I'm fading him.
Yeah, I'm a fade Najee Harris up in 2024. But I ain't gonna lie, he might be a good RB3 or like flex spot next year.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not poo-pooing. Yeah, I'm not poo. He's a good bye week. He's a good bye week guy. Flex. If you don't have a better flex, yes, I give you that. His ceiling is probably RB2. I kind of want to say maybe RB2. But yeah, so I was just looking at the running backs before you move to wide receivers. There's a big drop off. You got Christian McCaffrey one, obviously. He's like at 289, and then Raheem Mostert, who's at 207, is number 2. That's how much that big drop off. 82 points. That's a humongous drop off. So yeah. And Brian Robinson is 5th, or come to this week 5th at 175, if that tells you anything. Yeah, I don't like that. Okay. Wide receivers, what we got? Stay or fade?
Yeah, we're stay or fading with Puka Nacua.
I'm torn with this. I am going for this is just for next year, right? I think that Matthew Stafford is back next year. I think so if we're talking about Dynasty, then right,
it is for next year, but you're starting, so technically he's your fringe. He might be your guy next year. So whoever that quarterback is coming into that McVay system, and the thing about it is McVay gonna be there next year or like the year after?
I think McVay will be there next year. I think Matthew Stafford will be there next year. So therefore, I would stay with Puka Nacua. I am a little bit apprehensive, but I'm gonna stay with him at least for 2024. If Matthew's there and Sean is there, I'm staying. And especially if Cooper Kupp retires, which just heard a little rumor earlier this week. Don't know if it's true or not. But if Cooper Kupp retires and Matt is there, and so is Sean, I'm definitely staying for 2024 for Puka Nacua. He's a little he get nicked up a lot, but so did Cooper Kupp. But yeah, I'm staying with him. So
okay. Yeah, I'll stay with Puka. And then I'm actually trying to think about what round I would actually draft him in. Personally, I'm probably going to have to draft him in the 2nd round.
Yeah, especially if Cooper Kupp retires.
Yeah, or even if Cooper doesn't retire, like
even if he doesn't retire, he had a good game today. I think. I
don't count that touchdown.
He had a big one. Let me see what he had after. He had
Puka.
Puka.
Yeah, Puka.
Puka
had a good game. I can see in that McVay offense that Puka is starting to take the Cooper Kupp role, and Cooper Kupp is starting to get that Robert Woods role now. I don't know if Cooper would actually like that.
Hey, you ain't got no choice. You getting paid number one, so be happy. But
yeah,
you get nicked up a lot.
So this is a guy. Finally, this dude is starting to blossom because your boy was high on him when he was a rookie, and my philosophy is coming true right now. In his 3rd year, Nico Collins has finally found a coach that knows how to
And a
use
quarterback.
him and a
And a
quarterback.
quarterback.
And the dude is blowing up right now. Like the dude is going crazy. Like I think he ended up being, if my math serves me right, I think he was like top 3 this week for like the wide receiver position. Yeah.
He had 9 for 191 and a touchdown, so probably.
Yeah, he finished with 34.1 points. So,
and now that Tank Dell is hurt, so his stock for the rest of the season is going to be up.
And you can also see like by his numbers, his rookie year was 446 yards, and then he had 481 yards. So the dude is starting to he's almost there just to break. He should break 1,000 next week.
Next week
for the first time up in his career, which is actually good. And also, go ahead.
Good progression. That's a good progression.
That's a good progression. And then with his freshman year, I mean not freshman, but his rookie year, he started off with 6 points per game. Then he went up to 9.7 points per game that he's started, and now in this third year, he's close to doubling that at 17.6. So if anybody was out there that actually ended up believing up in Nico Collins and you had him stashed up on your Dynasty team, I know you are loving it and living it up right now because he is starting to show how perfect he is, a great fit in that DeMeco Ryans offense. But based off all that, we are definitely staying with Nico.
Staying with Nico.
But I had to bring up his teammate also. I had to bring him up.
We had to pick Rasheed Weiss or somebody else. Go ahead.
Oh.
It would have been easier.
You'll see.
Pat do a pick.
But with Tank Dell, we can also bring up other people at the end. Anybody else that you want to. But with Tank Dell, are you going to stay or fade him in 2024?
Oh, that injury scares me. If he can make a full recovery, I will stay with Tank Dell. I think him and Nico Collins down there with CJ Stroud. That'll be his guys. That'll be his go-to guy. You got Nico stretching the field, right? He's a big receiver. Then you got Tank Dell working the slots. Yeah. I will contingent on his injury and his recovery, I'll stay with Tank Dell.
Yeah, I'm a big stay up on rookies that's been showing something up in their rookie year. So I'm a big believer up in Tank Dell. Like I didn't draft him in like any of my leagues, but I saw his potential.
I got him off the waiver wire.
Okay, shoot, at least you got some shares of him.
Yeah, he's hurt. So.
Yep. So for the tight ends, for the tight ends, man, you know I had to throw out the guy out there. Currently right now, number 2.
Is he
in the tight end department? It is Mr. Sam LaPorta. Yeah, I just threw him out there because I'm pretty sure everybody out there is gonna be like, why would you put him out there? Hey man, it's Sam LaPorta. He's a rookie, being the number 2 tight end out there right now. So we already it's probably going to be, you probably going to end up staying with him.
Unanimous.
That's a given.
It's a given. We don't have to talk about him too much. It's a given. We stay.
Nope. And the thing about it is,
how old is
15.
He? How old is?
No, he's 15. 15 points from daggone tight end number 1.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. You count this week? Okay. Yeah.
I'm counting
this week. Yeah, he had a big because he was like 51 from TJ Hawkinson, and he had a monster week, and TJ didn't play this week. So, yeah, Killer Trav is probably having a pretty good week, pretty good day. He had an all right day today, but not like you're right. Yeah, he gonna catch. Yeah, so he leapfrog George Kittle, might leapfrog Travis Kelce. So yeah.
But where would you draft Sam LaPorta next year? in a regular, like a startup dynasty or like redraft. He's close.
I think Sam is going to be 2 or 3. I think he's going to leapfrog Mark Andrews. If Kels comes, so I'm assuming Kels comes back. Obviously, I think he's still your number 1, but it's tough between him and Mark Andrews now. And TJ, I think he might pass them. He's younger, and Jared Goff likes him. I'm curious to see what the new OC is going to be with Detroit next year, because Ben Johnson is gone. They're going to be a little bit of a regression, from Detroit. But yeah, he's definitely top 3 tight end. So
yeah, yep, truly believe that. And let's go to this next guy, Mr. Trey McBride, who is showing something good up in his sophomore season right now.
We stand with Trey McBride. Him and Kyren, they are developing a rapport. I like it. I love it. I think right now, Trey McBride coming into this week, he is a tight end 11, and he missed some weeks, and he had a slow start. But you see what happened when Kyren got back.
Yep, he started blossoming.
Yeah, a slow start.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I'm loving that for the future. Kyler's back. He's staying. Trey McBride. Hopefully they get a number 1 wide receiver.
They might get Marvin. If they get Marvin and Michael Wilson out there, and shoot, I don't think
my buddy, he's supposed to be good. We're gonna see if he has a sophomore breakout season.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna do anything with Hollywood though. I don't think they're gonna do anything with Hollywood.
Bye-bye, because this is just I'm not. No, why? Unless you taking somebody a cheap contract.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna do anything. Definitely wasn't worth like what they gave up for him. I tell you that. But this last person,
it's called the Philly Shove.
Oh, Philly Shove, whatever.
Yeah.
But this is the Green. Well, this is the Green Bay Shove right now that they just did.
The Packers Shove. If you want to say that.
But I had to bring up the last but not least. I had to bring up this guy because, as we know, the Bears organization is a cluster. So since we in tight ends, I had to bring Cole Kmet in this. And what you think about that, man? What you think about Mr. Cole Kmet? Is he a stay or is he a fade?
So I see he's ranked 5th coming into this week. He's only 24 years old. I thought he was older than that. He's only 24 years old.
That's the reason why.
I think it's gonna be a whole new regime coming in next year. It should be new quarterback, new coach, new head coach, new offensive coordinator. They smart. That's what they would do. Hopefully get an offensive coach. I'm afraid, man. I'm afraid.
I tell you right now, don't be wishing for an offensive coach, man. You saw what happened down up in Carolina.
They stupid, right? You know how the Bears still living off 1985, which was defense. So they probably will go for another defensive coach. And if I'm Kelly Williams, I ain't buying no Kelly Williams stock if they get a defensive head coach as their head coach. I'm not doing it. But sorry, we'll say that for the summertime. To answer your question, I am going to my feet to the fire. I'm going to fade Cole Kmet.
Oh,
you're making me make a decision. I'm going to fade Kmet. I like his age. He's ranked 5. I don't trust the Bears organization. Fade Cole Kmet.
I'm gonna stay. I'm gonna stay with I'm staying with Cole. It's just something about Cole Kmet that I like, and I like how I don't trust the Bears organization, but if they do keep that same philosophy, like what they've been doing with that,
oh my God,
with that defense. There are some good defensive OCs out there, DCs out there that are pretty good.
Oh, Christian Washington went down with a hamstring. Who's a good defensive? As we close this episode, tell me a good defensive head. Now you got D'Amico Ryan, but I think that might be that offensive coordinator down there. So let me say this: I'm good with getting that defensive coordinator as my head coach. If you can give me a Ben Johnson or who's ever down there in Houston as an OC, or you can give me how McDermott had Dayball. Yeah, but if I can't get that, and you don't know that until you try. But if I can't get that, I don't want a defensive head coach.
I'm just saying defense of a DC out there right now is actually he's at the 49ers right now. He should have been in Carolina this year, which is Steve Wilkes. Now, do I know what he's going to bring with him? He already knows DJ already. He already knows how to use the tight ends because he was a part of the regime that actually had Greg Olsen. They do currently right now have the number 1 overall pick, which he could pick his QB to be his franchise. And then most likely they're going to have like pick 4. So then he can also pick his left tackle.
Who's going to be his OC?
Now that I do not know. He might take your boy from Philly. What's his name? Brian Johnson?
Look, man, leave my Philly people alone. I'm so sick of y'all taking my Philly people, man. Stop it. No, they're not going to take him. He's staying. I can tell you why he's staying, because I think he was elevated from the quarterback's coach to the OC, and you could tell Philly's offense hadn't just been clicking. So, he won't be for. I don't think he's going for head coaching. It won't be him. But I think the Bears getting Jim Harbaugh. So, sorry, Steve Wilkes. No disrespect to you, but I think they're getting Jim Harbaugh.
But yeah, it's just. But I'm thinking, like, if he did pick, so would you like this person as like an OC if he was named the actual head coach, Eric Bieniemy for the Bears?
If he go there and you guys, I'm cool with that because I like, yes, I'm cool with that. Then I'll be back on a Cole Kmet train. Then I'll be back on a whoever the quarterback goes there train. But I'm telling you, man, y'all gonna be shocked this offseason. Christian Watson get onto the blue tent hamstring. Y'all gonna be shocked this offseason when y'all with my predictions and my projections. If I don't like where these players are going and who's head coaching, I'm learning something this year. I'm learning something this year.
Okay. So, any last words that you want to tell everybody out here since the pod is coming to a close?
This is week 13, right? Week 13? Week 13 is in the books. I hope your team did better than my teams this week because I probably got 3 L's this week. But, hey, don't fuck it up. Don't fuck it up. We at the end. We thank you all for coming out. You could have been anywhere in the world, and you were here with us, and we appreciate you. Spread love, not hate.
Yep. Spread love, not hate, everybody.
Gino did have a big night.
But it's only by like a 0.5. It was only 0.5 points that actually separated them. Okay. So it's not like it was like
a gap, big gap.
Yeah, it wasn't like a huge gap, but yep. Geno Smith is this week's MVP.
For quarterback. Now you said Tyreek was the one. So Tyreek was the one for wide receivers? Tyreek was? Over Debo? I thought Debo. You look at Debo's number. Debo had 3 touchdowns.
My bad. I'm sorry. We did y'all wrong. We was false advertising. Tyreek was not the week 1.
We don't do that here.
Tyreek was not the MVP of this week.
Who was?
We actually got it was DK Metcalf.
Oh, again, we already know who that is. No question.
Who?
Sam LaPorta. Got to be Sammy. Sammy set a record today, right?
Yep, it is Mr. Sam LaPorta. It is Sam LaPorta. You got that. I wish I had a bell that I can go.
Look, man, leave my Philly people alone. I'm so sick of y'all taking my Philly people, man. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Now.
Stop it. Get some help.
Thanks for checking out another episode of Cerberus Gridiron Podcast, powered by Cerberus Fantasy Sports. Make sure you stay tuned for the next episode.